Almost every Minecraft story begins with a small act of panic. You punch a tree, notice the sun falling, and build a dirt box before something hisses outside. It is ugly, cramped, and probably missing a door. Yet years later, players remember that first shelter more clearly than castles from games with better graphics. Why did this blocky experiment become a game people keep rebuilding their lives inside? The obvious answer is freedom. Minecraft lets you build almost anything. That is true, but it is incomplete. A perfectly blank canvas can be exhausting because every choice competes with every other choice. Minecraft makes that freedom usable from the first minute. It gives you a world of small, readable objects, then attaches clear consequences to touching them. You rarely need a cutscene to explain that stone is stronger than dirt. The dirt house matters because it was not merely imagined. It solved a problem before night arrived. At the center is a tiny language. Break, combine, place, break a log, and the world answers with wood. Combine wood and you get planks, sticks, tools, or a workbench. Place those results back into the world, and your idea becomes geography. Each action is simple enough to learn in seconds, but the actions can be chained almost without limit. Minecraft is less like a list of missions and more like an alphabet. The alphabet is small. The possible sentences are not. Creative mode proves the system can be a pure building tool, but survival explains why even modest actions can feel important. You do not begin with a palace. You begin with hunger, darkness, weak tools, and a suspicious lack of roof. Scarcity narrows the blank canvas into an immediate question. What do I need next? Food suggests a farm. A farm suggests water, fences, storage, and a safer route home. One solved problem quietly manufactures 5 new goals. Psychologists studying games often use 3 needs as a useful lens: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Minecraft supports autonomy by letting players choose the goal. It supports competence because the world gives fast, legible feedback. Your bridge stands or it does not. Your circuit opens the door or it does not, and improvement stays visible. The wooden hut becomes stone, then organized, then decorated, then slightly overconfident. Progress is not only a number on a menu, it occupies space you can walk through. A dead crop, broken circuit, or exploded wall invites another attempt, instead of ending the entire world. Then relatedness changes the scale. Friends can build a town, divide jobs, invent rules, or argue for 40 minutes about a roof. Even alone, a saved world becomes a record of earlier decisions. That crooked tunnel remembers when you were lost. The empty house remembers who stopped logging in. Minecraft worlds persist like places, not rounds. The game is therefore doing 2 jobs at once. It is a toy for making things and a memory machine for storing effort. Because the world keeps the evidence, returning does not feel like starting a generic level. It feels like resuming a place that already knows you. That structure emerged step by step. In May 2009, the early cave game appeared. The preserved classic version had just 32 blocks. That limitation was important. Players could understand the vocabulary quickly and discover combinations the developer did not have to script individually. During the next 2 years, crafting, survival, creatures, biomes, multiplayer, and the nether added pressure and distance. The game kept gaining systems, but its core loop stayed readable. Gather, transform, build, explore. The full version officially arrived in 2011. It added a journey toward the Ender Dragon, along with enchanting, brewing, and animal breeding. For the first time, Minecraft had something resembling a final boss and credits. But defeating the dragon did not erase the world. The farm back home still needed harvesting. The unfinished stone tower still looked painfully unfinished. Even the official ending became another resource: experience, access, stories, and a dragon you could summon again. Minecraft had turned completion into a comma. Then those blocks stopped being only material. Redstone let players transmit signals, build switches, traps, clocks, and calculators. It also enabled some absurdly complicated mechanical doors. The March 2013 Redstone update added hoppers, comparators, daylight sensors, and nether quartz. Now a builder could also become an engineer. More importantly, players could create machines that generated new behavior inside the game. A block system had become a programming language you could touch. Yet the possibility space expanded without making the first wooden pickaxe harder to understand. In 2014, Microsoft announced it would acquire Mojang. The important long-term change was not simply ownership. Minecraft spread across phones, consoles, computers, classrooms, and living rooms. The 2017 Better Together update connected supported devices, surfaced large servers, and carried marketplace content across the Bedrock ecosystem. Together, those changes reduced a crucial cost: finding people and finding things they had made. A private world could become a shared place, and a shared place could become a public game built inside another game. The best major updates did more than add collectibles. Update Aquatic in 2018 turned oceans into destinations with ruins, shipwrecks, and new life. Village and Pillage in 2019 gave settlements jobs, trades, raids, and stronger identities. The Nether update in 2020 rebuilt a once repetitive dimension. It added multiple biomes, new resources, and new risks. Caves and Cliffs in 2021 changed world generation itself. Mountains rose higher as vast cave systems opened below. Each update made old actions point toward new questions. Crucially, the game's original block grammar survived. Veterans saw countless new combinations in the expanded world. Beginners could still punch a tree and understand the first result. That update strategy gradually changed shape as well. Tricky Trials in 2024 added trial chambers that could be revisited as structured challenges. The Game Drops model was introduced in 2023. It now delivers free features several times a year that replaces reliance on one giant annual moment. By June 2026, a new game drop had added sulfur caves. It also added sulfur cubes whose behavior changes with the blocks players feed them. Notice the pattern. A good addition is not just a new object. It is a new rule that collides with thousands of existing player ideas. And here is the second major reversal. Mojang does not have to produce every adventure, machine, joke, competition, or story. Players constantly build those for one another. A surprising world seed becomes a public post. A clever machine becomes a useful tutorial. A private survival disaster becomes a video. A server turns blocks into parkour, economics, acting in character, or sport. Mods, maps, skins, challenges, and timed races turn one purchase into many different cultures. Minecraft is not only consumed by its audience, it is continuously republished and reinvented by them. That community output also teaches the game. The answer to "what can I do" is rarely a menu. It is another player showing what they already tried. That explains numbers which otherwise look impossible. In 2021, Minecraft videos passed 1 trillion views on YouTube. In 2023, the game passed 300 million copies sold. Those milestones are not proof that every player wants the same experience. They suggest the opposite. One person watches a castle and starts building. Another watches a timed race and starts practicing. Another joins friends, then becomes the person who brings someone else in. Play creates artifacts. Artifacts attract attention. Attention brings new and returning players. So Minecraft did not stay alive by hiding one endless campaign inside a box. It built a machine that turns clear rules into personal questions. What can I survive? What can I understand? What can we build together? Each update supplies fresh pieces, but the world preserves the answer in your own handwriting. That first dirt house was never impressive as architecture. It was impressive as evidence. Before nightfall, a blank world became your place. And once a game can store that feeling, one block is enough to begin again.